Okay, so I wanted to share about a recent experience that I had. I went to a crystal dreaming session. If you don't know what crystal dreaming is, you are not alone, because I didn't know about it until I met Lauri Ingam, who is the owner of a Liminal Studio out in Bethany, Connecticut. So I met Lauri at a networking event, and I made some time to go visit her studio to learn about all that she does. So not only is she is Reiki certified, but she's also a color therapist. She's a sound therapist. She also does light therapy as well as crystal dreaming, and she's a minister as well. So she's got it going on. And I just sat down with her to understand, everything that she does. And she was telling me about this crystal dreaming. And I was like, I need to try this. So essentially, here's what happens. When you go in, there is a chair set up in the middle of a circle. And around the circle are these charged crystals. And on the outside of the circle is another seat, and that's where Lauri sits. And you go first and you just kind of chat with Lauri. She recommends that you come in with maybe a list of questions that you want to ask your higher self, your divine, however you want to phrase it, because essentially what crystal dreaming is it's a guided meditation to place you in your highest self, to place you in the space, your more conscious self, right? Because every day we work 95% subconscious, and to take the time in sessions like this to go into that higher self, that higher consciousness is rare, but really, really important, because you are your truest self in that state. So my experience was completely magical. So I went in with like a list of questions. Some of them, am I on the right path? Am I living in my purpose? I asked about former relationship. I had some question. I asked, per Lauri's recommendation, I asked, is there anything that I'm doing that I shouldn't be doing right now? I asked, is there anything that I am not doing that I should be doing? And there were a couple other questions in addition to that. Many people also like to ask about either former lives, or to connect with loved ones, or certain spirit guides. So it's really up to you however you want to utilize the session. The sky's the limit, no pun intended. So what happens, you go in, you chat with Lauri for a little bit. She gets a feel for who you are and, kind of what you're looking to achieve from your session. And then you head into it. And as soon as you enter that circle, you feel that kind of energy shift, which is really, really cool. And then Lauri takes you on this beautiful guided meditation that is love-centered. And it's hard to really put into words what I experienced, but I felt like I was floating almost the entire time. I felt when I was sitting there, I was like moving back and forth. I felt this just like beautiful, like drift and just warmth the entire time. And what's so funny is that when I was sharing that with Lauri after, she goes to me, that's interesting because you weren't moving at all. And I was like, get out of town. So, but anyway, it's a beautiful guided meditation that Lauri takes you through, and there is a prompt, about halfway through where she asks you to ask your questions. And in those moments, I asked all my questions and I got a lot of answers, and I'm super grateful for them. And yes, if you need to try, well, I'm going to tell you, you have to try. You should go check it out if you're in the Connecticut area. Lauri Ingam, Liminal Studio out in Bethany, Connecticut. Book your session. She has both the full sessions as well as the express session, which is what I did. She does Reiki. She does so many things. And she's just a sweetheart. So go check her out and learn more, and take some time for yourself. It's these type of things, while may seem foreign to many of us, really are so incredibly transformative. Because when you are able to get to that space, that higher self, it's a game changer. It really, really is. Like, it's beautiful, and you just leave there so filled with love, and everyone deserves that. So go check her out, Lauri Ingam, Liminal Studio, and let me know if you do, so we can talk about more crystal dreaming together. See ya.